Bum 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 do 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 bum 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 do 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 bum 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 do 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 do. Good morning, afternoon, evening, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Come to the stream. Let's have some fun on this A to Z challenge. Good morning, afternoon, evening, everyone. Rhypi here. Welcome to the stream. I'm sorry that last night slash early this morning, depending on when you're watching, that it was just a loading stream because apparently not even my music was working during that stream. So we're gonna be going. Well, we're gonna try to finish the game that I wanted to finish yesterday, but due to my students' competition, I didn't even get home till 11:30. And by the time I started the stream, I came back. I already fell asleep without realizing that I was live, but luckily I was muted everywhere, so no one was able to hear it. But still had to do it. And earlier today in the Pokemon stream, we did another 5 gifted because of yesterday, and 5 from Friday. Because like I said, I feel like I should do it every time I fall asleep to reward and to give back to the community that's helping me, regardless if I am awake or ZZZing. So I know that a lot of you guys probably won't be on this stream because of what happened yesterday. Sucks because it might be the finale night, but at least for now, I do want to finish this game. So give me a second to make sure that I'm clicking the right one. Alright. And I still think it's interesting that as a way of getting a controller. Why is it saying that's not connected? What? Just what? What? How did it switch name of which drive is it on? I'm confused. How is it? I should have checked this. And now should. Sorry, guys. Gotta troubleshoot again. That was freaky. Alright, now we should be able to play. Hey man, how are you doing? Welcome in. Just troubleshooting things. Hope you're doing well, man. Alrighty, let's play this. Hope work is going good for you, man. See how we go. Pass.
Patience, patience.
Calm yourself. I'll make sure that nothing will happen to you.
They took a woman in my town. She never came back.
Nothing will happen to you if you just remain calm.
I'm just a shepherd's daughter. I have no business here.
Shut up. Bloody beggars.
I want to go home.
Oi, you there. Yes, I meant you. That's a pretty face you got there. You're coming with me.
What? Leave her. Take me instead.
Well, whatever. You'll walk to the other side of the yard and talk to Walter. He'll get you settled. And don't you dare stray from the path.
They say Lord Hanley might lose shining soon. What if the next Earl has us all hanged?
Calm down. None of these royals really care about this shithole.
I know those two. They used to fight for father.
What about Bartholomew's children? There's a lot of bad blood there.
Well, the boy used to fight for Stephen, but as far as I know, he ran out of coin. Now he's just a good-for-nothing plain watchman for those monks in Kingsbridge.
And the Lady Aliena?
Don't make me laugh.
I think you underestimate her. Some years back I heard she almost cut up a priest in Winchester, put a knife to his throat, and robbed him dry. Oh, she's a fury.
And you're a sissy.
May I interrupt?
What is it?
How can you fight for someone like William Hamley? My father was nothing like that tyrant.
Oh, dear Lord, it's you.
You always sat in your neat little keep playing hostess to his well-off guests, while the poor snuffed it just as they do now.
Well, at least William treats us as his equals, and not like pawns on aboard a nine-men's Morris.
I'm looking for Lady Elizabeth Hamley.
She's caring for Lady Regan inside the keep,
But only Lord William and Walter are allowed to go there.
and they'll kill you if they find you there.
So you won't help me?
We've already helped you more than enough by not ratting you out.
Was my father really that bad?
Your mother could have answered that question,
He once told me that she was very unhappy when she died.
and you never wondered why.
Don't tell anyone that you saw me.
We won't, if you promise to leave now.
Are you done yet?
Almost. Let me just see if I took enough. What are you doing here? You need to leave. Don't come any closer. William has me watched.
What's taking so long?
I forgot the pork. I'll be out shortly. Wait a moment, then follow me. We don't have much time. You will look for me any moment now. So why did you come?
I'm waiting!
There's an army of outlaws hiding in the woods waiting for my signal. You need to be out of the way when they come.
But I mustn't leave.
They're very angry at your husband's family, and I want you to be safe.
Will people die?
Yes, people will die. That's why you have to come with me.
I can't. Not without Lady Regan. You need to save Lady Regan first.
I can try, but I can't promise.
I won't leave until I know she's safe. I'm sorry.
Hurry up in there! Or do you want me to come in and pull you out?
I need to go. Maybe Walter can take you to Lady Regan.
Walter? William's dog?
Don't call him that. He's not as bad as people say he is. William won't allow me to talk to him anymore. Now Lady Regan is all I have left. Please, please be careful.
I will. Elizabeth claims you aren't such a bad person after all.
Am I not? Have you forgotten that I killed your family's steward?
Got problems over there, Walter?
I would be a better ruler than my father. I know my father wasn't always a good and just person. He killed, just as William does. But I would fight to be better. I would listen to the needs of this land's people.
What are you saying?
I need to talk to the Lady Hamley. I want you to take me to her.
You've got guts, I'll give you that. So, you think I'm a nice bloke? And you think this is enough to convince me that you'd be a better ruler than anyone who came before you? Don't make me laugh. Hugh!
What?
If you help me, we might be able to prevent a bloodbath. Let us end this in peace.
I don't believe you. But it's not up to me to judge these things. I'll take you to Lady Hamley. She'll decide. My lady?
Elizabeth, could you get me some water, dear?
Yes, my lady. But first, I need you to wake up, my lady. There is someone who wants to see you. It's the Lady Aliena.
The Lady Aliena. When did that bitch become nobility again?
I'm sorry for intruding, but this is very important.
Important? As if anything you have to say could be of any importance to me.
I'm certain you've heard about the treaty the king made with Duke Henry at Wallingford Castle.
I have. I have also heard that it's a muddled mess.
It is a complicated deal indeed, but one that will end the war. And one that makes my family the rightful owners of this earldom once more.
Only by word. There's no one who would come to enforce this, not even the king.
Don't you see what your son is doing to the land? Soon there won't be an earldom left to rule for anyone.
That's a lie. My William is a better earl than your father ever was. To think that I once wanted to marry my good William into a family like yours. Not a day goes by when I am not glad that God saved us from that horrible fate. And that he sent that monk to Bishop Waleran to unveil your father's evil plan.
What monk?
That prior of Kingsbridge. Philip of Gwynedd.
What?
Please, my lady. You need to hear her out.
Oh, my dear Elizabeth. Don't you see what she is trying to do to us?
I promised your son's wife that I'd make certain you'd be safe.
Safe from what? From a pack of impotent monks?
My lady. The Lady Aliena came here to make things better.
She has only ever made things worse. She mocked my son for wanting to marry her.
She had every right to deny him.
What? How can you say that? He is your husband. He's good to you.
If it wasn't for Walter, I'm sure William would have killed me already.
I have an army outside the gates, ready to attack.
What?
It's up to you if this ends in a bloodbath or not.
Oh!
It's all up to you.
In the name of the true Earl of Shiring, make them suffer!
They're coming.
Mother? Mother, we're being attacked. What's going on here? What's that bitch doing here?
She's trying to bargain.
She's trying to take everything.
Is she? Is she now?
Leave it.
Shut up, old man. In the name of the true Earl of Shiring! What's going on here? What's that bitch doing here?
She's trying to bargain.
She's trying to take everything.
Is she? Is she now?
Leave it.
Shut up, old man. Cut that whore up, Walter!
No. You brought this on yourself.
You bloody traitor! Someone get up here! Men! You will pay. You will all pay for this.
Wowza. Oh, snap.
Is he dead?
He is. William Hamley is dead.
What now?
Now we tell his men.
Wowza.
Stop! Stop fighting! Drop your weapons immediately!
Behold the banner of the new Earl of Shiring!
Everyone, listen!
Hey, girls.
Lord Hamley is dead! The castle now belongs to the former Earl's family again.
What? You're shitting us!
It was the King's wish.
Who killed him?
He died by my hand. My name is Lady Aliena of Shiring. I'm the daughter of Bartholomew, the former Earl of these lands. I've been tasked to end the tyranny of William Hamley and restore order to Shiring.
Our occupation of Shiring has been made unlawful. Every attack on us is sanctioned by the King of the English.
So what will happen to us then? I shall tell the king that William Hamley forced you to do his bidding. That every atrocity done to the people of Shiring was his doing and his alone. What?
You will get your chance for redemption by helping the people of Shiring recover from your own cruelty, and by rebuilding their homes and tending to their fields.
Ali, I know that you're a much better leader than I. Without you, we would never have come this far. You never hesitated with swearing and fulfilling the oath to father. In the end, I will be the Earl in name only, but you shall be the true ruler of Shiring.
Don't say that. We'll do it together.
Let's discuss this later. I owe you a lot, Ali. The tyranny of William Hamley is over! The earldom of Shiring belongs to its rightful heir.
Wowza.
Send a messenger to Kingsbridge to let Prior Philip know that Shiring is finally free.
What is it? Why are they laughing?
You can send a messenger if you want, but there won't be much of a prior left when he arrives.
Ali, what's going on?
Wowza.
The Pope believes we should either burn him or make him Bishop of Kingsbridge.
I have already taken matters into my own hands. My men arrested him while Kingsbridge was left unguarded.
While his friends took Earl's Castle.
Yes.
At least in his death, William Hamley was of use to you.
The end. Sharing the day of the trial.
Look at all these people. Seems like they're enjoying themselves.
They never change. You drooling dogs should be ashamed!
Shut up, you old hag!
Ellen? I'm not feeling well.
I'll stay with you. Go ahead, we'll come after you. Quick, you can't be too late.
Is your mother ill?
It's not that. This is where they hanged my father.
The trial begins. The judges. Brother of Stephen, King of the English. The Right Reverend Bishop Henry of Winchester. Her Highness, the Countess Lady Aliena of Shiring. Presiding over the trial, the Right Reverend Bishop of Shiring and Kingsbridge, Waileron Bygod.
Please. The church is not without fault. We have gathered here today before the eyes of God to accuse one of our own. He wrote in his book that the church and the papacy are not necessary as intercessors between God and man. That God is in man, that all men are equal, and that each sinner is as close to our Lord as the Pope himself. Now, we ask God for his judgment. For his is the kingdom, the power, and the glory. Not ours, and not yours. You stand accused of heresy. Philip of Gwynedd, how do you plead? Answer!
I am not guilty.
Your teachings speak another language. Guilty, I say.
I am deeply saddened. It may come as a surprise to you, but we had hoped to make you Bishop of Kingsbridge. Why has it come to this, Philip?
In part, I am to blame. I supported Philip in his early years. I demand that Philip be removed from his position of prior immediately.
No.
And that he remain in captivity until such time that Shiring and all of England have healed from the poisonous words he has dispersed.
No!
What? Yes? Do you not agree with the Church as well, my lady?
You are accusing Philip because he has defied you.
I made him prior, and grateful he was not. But no, I accuse him because his teachings are false. And I intend to prove that Philip's decisions have been more than misguided in the past. Call in Remigius.
The Prior of Shiring, Father Remigius.
My bishop.
Tell the court, Remigius, what you have told me.
For many years, I served as sub-prior of Kingsbridge. First for Prior James, then for the accused.
What was your first impression of him?
I was offended by his bluntness and accusations during the chapter discussions.
What else?
Prior Philip did not hesitate to give refuge to the people fleeing Earl's Castle in the winter that our king died.
Is that not a good deed? A true Christian act?
You do not know him as well as you think you do, Lady Aliena. Today, that will change.
The future master builder of our cathedral and his woman were among those taking refuge. They were living in sin. They were unmarried and fornicating. Philip allowed them to stay.
Why would he do that?
I do not know, my bishop.
Maybe because he himself was involved in similar affairs. We will see.
Then, on the day of our first Fleece Fair, we were attacked.
I heard. It was terrible.
I tried to soothe the woman's pain by reading the scripture to her. The builder's woman I have spoken of tried to put a spell on her with poisonous herbs.
And Philip intervened.
Yes. He pushed me aside and gave the woman poison.
It is worse than I thought.
It was no poison.
And then there was the day the Virgin Mary's statue arrived in Kingsbridge. I did not believe it was a miracle.
Clearly, it is a miracle. I hear of many who were healed in Kingsbridge.
Yes! Amen! Oh, Mary, bless us all!
Well, I soon realized it was a true miracle, but Philip did not. He was only after the money people donated at the Virgin Shrine. That is why I left.
He had to! Amen!
I believe there is one more thing you have not told us about. Something very important.
Yes. Philip has fathered a child.
Unbelievable! I knew it!
A son. And he raised him in the priory.
He is guilty!
Jonathan of Kingsbridge, step forward.
This is preposterous.
Is it?
Is this true? Are you Philip's son? Answer the question, Jonathan of Kingsbridge.
I have no father.
Everyone has a father.
That may be. But if Philip was my father, he would have told me.
How do you know he did not lie to you?
Speak.
Philip would never lie. He told me that I was found in the woods.
In the woods? Is this true, Philip? Or are you lying? Well, you told the story so many times.
My brother found him.
Your brother? Had he not been working for Earl Robert of Gloucester? You have not seen him in a long time now, have you? Let us ask your brother if your stories are true.
Francis, what happened to you?
This is not your fault. He does this to hurt you.
My God.
Francis of Gwynedd. He was arrested more than 15 years ago. He was arrested for conspiring against his own master, Earl Robert.
Remove the prisoner.
Philip told me himself, and I told Earl Robert. For God and the Church cannot take sides in these conflicts. Only one brother has been tried so far, but both of them conspired against Earl Robert. And his ally, Earl Bartholomew, your father, Lady Aliena. Philip took in all those refugees years ago because he was to blame for their fate. As he was for yours when you lost your father and your earldom. That, Lady Aliena, is the man you are trying to protect. Well?
I know that he is a troubled man. We've all had to make hard decisions. Decisions that seemed right at the time. When indeed, they were terrible mistakes. I am thankful that I was forgiven when I made a mistake. Now I forgive him. Let us now return to the problem at hand. There is a man who witnessed how Jonathan was found in the forest. A man who can shed light on who Jonathan's father really is.
And who is that?
My husband.
Step forward. What is your name?
He is the master builder of Kingsbridge.
Have you lost your courage?
No, I have not. You know well why it would be hard for me to face you. They call me Jack, after my father. My name is Jack Jackson.
Yes, we have met before.
How old were you when you allegedly saw Jonathan as a child in the woods?
12. But I know what I saw. Philip told the truth.
You were a child. And what were you doing there, in the woods?
I was living in the forest, with my mother.
They were outlaws.
Prior Remigius is the most trustworthy witness we've seen today, and his statement was quite damning to Philip. The distant memories of an outlawed child cannot convince me otherwise.
He fathered a child!
Let him go!
He would never do that!
And yet, Lady Aliena is right. We do not know enough to judge him as harshly as you proposed, Bishop Waileran.
You are right, Bishop Henry. As I said, it is not up to us to judge this man. Philip of Gwynedd has pleaded innocent, but how innocent is he? We ask God for his judgment. As Bishop of Kingsbridge and Shiring, I demand an ordeal by fire.
This is madness!
Philip of Gwynedd will be tried and judged at the stake. If he is innocent, God will save him from the flames. If he is not, then he will burn as the heretic and sinner God has declared him to be.
No!
Waileran, by God! Not this time.
It's her.
I saw the child and Francis. I was there. Philip is not the child's father. He is a fool, but he is a good man.
Then, who is the father?
Tom Builder.
They are all in this together. This woman is a witch and an outlaw, living in sin with a thief. He was hanged in Shiring 30 years ago.
He was not a thief. He was a good man. You've murdered him, Waileran, by God.
What is this nonsense?
He was a thief. He stole a golden chalice and melted it down and sold it.
What chalice?
The chalice of the Eucharist. He stole it from the Cathedral of Kingsbridge.
Sacrilege.
Yes, Friar James of Kingsbridge caught him red-handed.
Is that the chalice? You said it was melted down and sold.
Fall not for their lies. That could be any chalice. This does not prove a thing.
Where did you find this chalice?
In a secret chamber. We believe Prior James hid it because he felt guilty for falsely accusing Jack's father.
What proof do you have?
He told me. The night the cathedral burned down, I was there, I saw him.
Friar James died weeks before that.
No, he did not.
Bishop Henry, he speaks the truth.
Order! I will give you until sunset to produce a witness who can prove your accusations against Bishop Waileran. Not just this chalice. If you fail to do this, I will make sure you are tried for defamation. Philip of Gwynedd, you will stay under arrest. The trial recommences at sunset.
We need a witness.
What are you doing there?
I've seen you draw up plans for a cathedral. Maybe we can do something similar to find our witness. Let's see. Your father.
He looks just like you.
My grandmother said he did.
And Bishop Waileran. What are the connections? Maybe, by exploring them, we can find a witness.
Good idea.
What's that?
Bishop Waileran is at the center of all this. Jack's father. If he was still with us, he could be our witness.
Maybe he still can. Mother says Waleran was behind my father's death.
And she said he wasn't alone. There were 3 men responsible for your father's death. Bishop Waleran, Percy Hamley, back then he was the Sheriff of Shiring, and Prior James of Kingsbridge.
If they were all there, then they were all witnesses.
And only Waleran's still alive.
Hardly a coincidence. Why would these 3 men work together to falsely accuse your father?
He was on the White Ship. No one survived that night. No one lived to tell the story.
Yes. He was the sole survivor.
And then they killed him. But why? William Hamley's father? Now, what about Prior James? And what about the ship? Why would Waleran, Percy, and James be concerned about the White Ship?
The son and heir of King Henry was on board. So were other possible heirs and other members of the royal household. I heard that Stephen was supposed to be on the ship as well, but became ill. He was the only male heir. The only threats were the king's daughter Maud and her half-brother Earl Robert, and they've been at war ever since.
And your father, Earl Bartholomew. He was a threat. He tried to stop Stephen and paid for that with his life. Maybe my father saw something on the White Ship. Proof that Stephen was involved.
What about the king?
If the White Ship is involved, then it's likely that Waleran was told by King Stephen to murder your father.
But he was not king back then. Why would Waleran listen to him?
He was promised to become bishop.
Of course.
Remember, Bishop Henry is Stephen's brother, and back then he was already one of the most influential clerics in all of England.
But if Bishop Henry is in on all this, what chance do we have to turn this trial around?
It is a public trial. All we want is for Philip to go free. We find a witness to expose Waleran. Henry would have to play along to appear innocent.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
It's our best shot.
If Stephen was responsible for the sinking of the White Ship, then he may have wanted the only witness of what really happened to disappear.
But he wouldn't have done it himself, of course.
No. Do you think Stephen would have approached Percy directly?
Because of the White Ship? To help him cover up his tracks?
I don't think so. I think it's more likely that Waleran contacted Percy. Just like he did when he wanted Percy to arrest my father.
Do you think the king told James to arrest my father?
No. I find it much more likely that James was instructed to frame your father by Waleran, his superior. As Archdeacon, Waleran was much more involved in politics than James would have been.
It's possible that King Stephen asked Waleran to kill Jack's father. If Stephen is involved, then his brother Bishop Henry would be as well.
Waleran, Percy, and James might have been working for those who sunk the White Ship.
My father wanted to go to England. He was the only one who made it when the White Ship sank. The 3 people who murdered my father might have worked for someone else. Someone who had an interest in drowning the king's heirs. If the king is behind all this, what chance do we have to stop Wayler and save Philip?
We must do our best.
How are Prior James and Percy Hamley connected?
Not at all, I would guess.
Except through Bishop Wayleran.
Yes. He needed James to arrest my father and Percy Hamley to hang him.
Now both of them are dead. That can't be a coincidence.
I wonder if my father ever learned why he was killed.
I don't think the king was very close with Percy. Otherwise, there would have been many arrests after Percy was poisoned. But the king didn't seem to care.
It's possible that King Stephen asked Wayleran to kill Jack's father. Do you really believe the king is involved in all this?
Well, that would at least explain why Wayleran asked Bishop Henry to be part of this trial.
Right. He's Stephen's brother. They seem to have known each other for a long time. Wayleran is a man who thinks of himself, not of others. Percy Hamley was involved in all this.
But the dead don't talk.
True. What we need is a witness, a living one. Had those on board survived, there would have been no war, no anarchy.
My father might still have been alive.
And mine.
If only James was still with us. He regretted what he did. Maybe he would have helped us to save Philip.
In a way, he is helping us. Without him, we would not have found the chalice. If my father had not come to England, none of this would have happened.
Perhaps.
Or maybe it would have happened to someone else.
That's true. Wayleran would have hurt others. He's responsible for all this. And we'll prove that. Percy Hamley was the sheriff of Shiring. Well, he could have ordered your father to be hanged.
But he was arrested and held in Kingsbridge first. Prior James claimed that my father had committed theft. James was the prior of Kingsbridge.
That's where they say your father stole the chalice, melted it and sold it.
But we know that's not true.
As we found it, Philip recognized the chalice.
But Bishop Henry wants a witness. The chalice isn't enough.
But it's an important lead for us. Philip said that Prior James was an honest man. So perhaps Wayleran forced him to falsely accuse your father.
Maybe.
That might explain why James was guilt-ridden. The monks still tell the stories about how James thought the devil was after him.
Maybe Stephen never came up with the plan to hang your father.
You mean Wayleran did it because he heard rumors and wanted to get closer to Stephen and Bishop Henry? Maybe.
Percy Hamley may never have been in contact with the chalice. It never left Kingsbridge after all.
James claimed that your father had stolen the chalice and sold it.
Thanks,
But
ma'am.
instead, James himself hid it in Kingsbridge, in the crypt.
We found his scourge in a bed down there.
That secret chamber is important. Everyone thought Prior James was dead, that he broke into the ice. And now we know he was hidden away.
Why did his monks believe he was dead?
Sub-Prior Remigius told everyone he had found James' rosary by the river. So everyone thought the body had been washed away. They buried an empty casket.
But how is Remigius involved?
Philip told me that Remigius was there when Waylerin made Philip prior. Waylerin and Remigius knew each other.
That explains why Waylerin later made Remigius Prior of Shiring.
And Remigius recognized my mother when we arrived in Kingsbridge. He must have been there at the time my father was arrested. I think Remigius knows all about this.
Is it possible that Waylerin told Remigius to make Prior James disappear when James began to talk about what they'd done?
When James started talking to the devil.
But for some reason, Remigius hid him away. But Waylerin never knew. Yes, that explains why he really didn't believe you. When you said you had seen James in the fire.
Where James died after all. And Remigius thought no one knew.
We have to find Remigius. He's our witness.
Let's hurry. It's getting dark already. The trial will continue soon.
People know you two. You shouldn't walk around shiring like that.
He's right.
I'll go look for him.
All right. Take care of yourself. And Jonathan.
Yes?
We will talk later about what was said today. About Tom.
All right. Remigius, now where are you? Everyone left for the trial, it seems. I don't see anyone here. Brothers?
What is it?
Have you seen the Prior of Shiring, Remigius?
We have not. And now step back, brother. We must be done by nightfall.
Hello? Have you seen Father Remigius, the Prior of Shiring?
He was here a moment ago.
Where's he now?
What do you want with him? Yeah, what do you want with him?
Oh, forget it. He was here. No one's home. I don't see anyone here. There is nobody there. According to Philip, God himself could never stop a fire. I'm not sure if that's true, but someone has to save Philip. Most of them can't read, let alone grasp these ideas. How could any of them judge Philip? Almost all houses are deserted and the streets are empty. I don't think Philip ever expected that his book would lead to a trial like this.
No one may approach the pyre.
Why not?
Bishop Henry's orders.
Oh, all right. There is nobody there. Hello? They're all gone. Philip said that the drunkards drink to quiet their inner voice. They end up broken and sick, because man can never outrun himself.
Do you want to go in, Father?
No, not yet. Thank you.
Are you not with Prior Philip?
Yes, I am.
I pray they'll set him free.
He's a good man.
He is a heretic!
You're fools! Look at yourselves! Who are you to judge a man who has never hurt anyone?
Forgive them, Father.
We don't judge him, but God will!
Remigius? I don't think he's here. Wait, was that him? I think I saw him. Hello? The door's open. Is anyone there?
You had one task.
By God! No!
Our bishop is very displeased.
No! What are you doing?
I'm doing what is asked of me.
Stop it!
No! Stay away! This does not concern you! No!
Who told you to do this?
No one!
Why did he do this to you?
I will tell you. I will tell everyone.
Wowza.
Do you have a witness?
Father Remigius, Prior of Shiring.
Where is Timothy?
What they told you is true. Bishop Waleran wanted the jongleur Jacques Cherbourg dead. He ordered our Prior James to frame him. And so he did.
This is a lie!
Is it?
James lost his mind because of what he did for you. He was about to tell everyone the truth. And then you ordered me to kill him.
Nonsense!
Let him speak.
I couldn't do it. I hit him, but he died in the fire. Jack saw him. It was him. I found the bones after the fire, and I buried them.
You should put an end to this, Henry. You really should.
Why would I?
You should stop this, for your own sake. You knew about all this.
Why would I care if that jongleur lived or died?
Your brother cared. The jongleur survived the sinking of the White Ship. He saw how your brother's men killed the king's family so that he could take the throne.
This is preposterous.
Bishop Henry and King Stephen ordered us to kill the man. You want the truth? That's the truth. Right there.
It is not. Waileran is a liar.
Regan Hamley.
Who is she?
I have waited long enough for this day.
How's
It is time I raise my voice. The woman, Ellen, she spoke the truth. 3 men were responsible for the death of the jongleur. James, the prior of Kingsbridge. The sheriff, my husband, Percy Hamley. But it was Waileran who was behind it. And only Waileran.
No!
He had heard rumors about the White Ship, about our king. He had hoped to win the king's favor by hanging an innocent man.
But it was not just me. They all knew.
Take him away.
This is for taking my husband's life.
It was Waileran.
Oh, we did it. It's over.
Yes, it's over.
Thank you, Lady Hamley.
This monk must learn his lesson.
The Pope would agree. This trial is not over. Philip pleaded not guilty, but he challenged the teachings and the authority of the Church. The ordeal of fire will take place. To show that the Church is not above God. To show that my brother, the King of the English, is not above God. Not we, but God shall judge this man.
This is madness!
No! He can't do this!
Philip! No! You cannot do this!
This is now a matter of the Church, Lady Aliena. My brother, the King, and I accepted the traitor Waileran into our midst. We were fools and sinners, even if we did not know. I pray that our Lord will save Philip from these flames, for his salvation shall be a salvation for all of us sinners.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done.
How's that?
On earth as it is in heaven.
Light the pyre!
My God, there must be something we can do.
Stop this madness!
How's that? Epilogue. Also, UDW just showing finale episode of this game. How's things going for you, DW? Hope all's well with you too. Pardon me, still can't believe how good my team did yesterday. It happens, DW. It happens. Looks like I might need to restart the game. One second, guys. Oops. Don't like the game crashing. Understand that, DW. No, thank you, DW. Okay. The moment. It looks like I might need to restart my laptop. So, gonna first just try to log out and log back in. Okay. Or can I do this? Okay. Alright, guys. So, looks like I'm gonna need to really restart my laptop. I'll see you guys in a little bit. I'm so sorry, but the game just is not letting me do anything else to try to help it. So I'm gonna just try to do my best. Alright, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay. Might be okay now. Looks like we did have to restart everything. It closed the app first, the game app. So I'll be right back, gonna test it to see if it's working fine. The music was working fine, just see if it lets us play again. Okay, there's a slight delay right now. Just give you guys a heads up, but at least we got the game to work. Just unfortunately, I'll be in a slight ahead of you guys. But there's no way for me to go around it. Everything seems to be working again. Alrighty, we're on the epilogue. Oh! Because I said not guilty. Trying to skip over so it doesn't feel like we're watching the same thing over again. Alright, chapter 21. Epilogue. Plaza. Philip. Interesting. Hello, Leah. Hope you're doing well. Sorry. Just was focused on what I'm seeing in front of me. Ugh, 20 years later. Hopefully, getting better for you. Sorry about that, Leah. Hopefully, it gets better soon for you. Aw. Wowza. The end. Complete book 3. You answered Johan's question about God. You have finished playing the Pillars of the Earth. Wow. Dang. This is another game we finished. Another one to the list. We finished the letter K. Ken Follett The Pillars of the Earth. Wowza. Even though it's a point and click game, definitely had the moments of, oh gosh, what's next? Moments. If you just stopped by from this stream alone, you might want to check out the full game. If I played, yes, I didn't do every decision, and sometimes it's hard to do that. If we was doing a complete run through of cards, you kind of doing two stories. But for now, we can say that we finished another game. Excuse me, I'm the yawn. But GG's. That's what I wanted to play yesterday, but my mind was not ready for it, I guess. Overall, for those of you that enjoy a good story, this game is definitely can be up there in storytelling and the different ways that you can do the story. That, like Brother Saucy and a couple others have told me, that this game can be played multiple ways. And I can see why some people enjoyed it. For me, I can see myself finally trying to get through all the achievements in this one. But sorry for yawns. Like, seriously, guys. It's one of those cases I wish I had more people for the finale in the stream, but at the same time, I know the last couple of days have not been the best when it comes to me fully engaged. At some point, I want to make a difference with that, but for now, at least I can say proud of how this series turned out so far. Because we still have a long way to go. Well, 2 years is up. I'm still on the hunt for 52 games in 2 years. Or excuse me, not 52 games, 26 games in 2 years. It used to be 26 games in 52 weeks. That's why 52 was stuck in my head for a second. We did 52. That's going to be every letter. We doubled it, depending on how I chose to do the next round of them. But for those of you, if you have not voted for L or M yet in the poll, feel free to scroll down till you see those polls and vote if you haven't yet. And, you know, I haven't recently looked at it last couple of days because I've been trying to be free of which game I could be getting, so I don't mention it during chat and stuff like that. Hey RJ, how are you doing? Welcome in. We just finished this game. That there, of course, there's ways that we can complete it, but we'll tackle that later on. How's things going for you, RJ? All's been well. Understand that, bro. But yeah. I think a cool feature would have been to eventually have it where you can select what chapter you want to play again. But I think you had to start it from the beginning. Yeah. Have achievements that you didn't save for. It's just a showcase it. Yep. It's the last autosave we have. And we didn't really say much in this game. Tricks, achievements, and credits. So I thought I would try to get that one. Oh well. Don't want to get that one. But got everyone. It's cool that they tell you the achievements you're missing. Alrighty. I'm gonna go ahead and end it here, guys, because I need to get some sleep so I can go teach tomorrow and the week ahead. But I hope everyone has a good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on when you're in the stream, watching the VOD later, or watching the live later. So, or watching any of my videos or reading any of my community posts. I thank all you guys for being here. But I'll see you guys whenever the next time I see you guys. Like tomorrow we'll be doing our driving streams once again in or Just Cause 3. But besides that, remember you got this. And until next time, peace and volley morning as always. Alright guys, we're gonna go to Anti or ASG, as some of you guys call her. See you guys over there. Peace.